defense. You also have to understand, Patrick Ewing's got 5 brand new starters. 5. That hasn't happened since 1946. They also have a brand new coaching staff, so they're just sort of feeling their way out.
6th year for the legend. Coaching with the Wizards, Rockets, Magic, and Hornets in the NBA. Murray free for a long-range shot.
Well, Murray's picking up where he left off, and now you see this full-court pressure. Rickus is in the game for LaSalle to handle that pressure. He needs to take care of the basketball and get other people involved.
On a bounce, Nickelberry. Too strong on a 3. Career high 6 threes, Nickelberry in the Friday loss, taken away by Brickus. Numbers for LaSalle. Brickus pulls up in transition, too strong. And Kudus Wahab has the rebound for Georgetown.
Georgetown has to do a better job taking care of the ball, Rhino. They had 18 turnovers in that first game, and they're the ones that should be making the other teams turn the ball over.
Murray almost turned it over. Avoids that miscue and gets a good roll. He's got 2 early field goals, and the Hoyas have an early 6-0 lead. Fake for Nickelberry. Good hands for Primo Spears, and a traveling call.
Traveling violation.
Khalil Brantley walks. 35 minutes for Brantley against Wake. Had 7.6 boards and 8 assists. He was really a facilitator for Fran Dunphy. That's got to continue today. I thought it was interesting, Wolfie, in chatting with Coach Dunphy before the game, you and I said, we've got to learn how to win those games in the second half. We weren't ready to win on Friday against Wake Forest. Got to change today, right?
I think both of these teams have to learn to win in the second half. LMU outscored Georgetown 52-24 in the second half of the game. At one point, it was 32-6. You can't have that poor play in the second half. That's when you got to bring your A game.
A Cook, big block on Hassan Drame. And 2 early rejections for a Cook. Wahab cleans up and chance for a 3-point play. Kudus Wahab has got a couple field goals in his second stint at Georgetown. Between was at Maryland in the Big Ten.
Well, you see, this is defense. This is Georgetown's game. Pressure defense, using your length inside, and then getting down behind the defense and able to clean it up. Wahab, he's got to get more touches, like you said. He's got to make his own game too. He's got to go to those offensive boards, but they should look for him down the low block.
So Fusini Drame not starting. Mamadou Dukora is the grad student transfer from Rutgers, commits his first foul. And it goes back to Fran Dunphy's LaSalle Explorers, coaching at his alma mater. Absolute legend of college basketball coaching. He told us this week, just loves the intensity. He missed the buzz you get in the game when you're coaching, leading up to it, the nerves. And I thought he had a great comment about the great feeling you have on a team bus or the charter after you win a game. It's that peace that everyone feels after a win. He missed all that, missed being in the competition. Missed there, long range from Drame.
Well, I tell you, it is so important for them to get on track. I mean, they have started 0 for 4. They're playing this game right now with 4 guards and a big man. Essentially 4 guards and a power forward. So they should, that's because of the pressure of Georgetown, but they got to make some buckets.
Spears can't hit, Murray does on the follow. 3 early field goals, Brandon Murray. How about Georgetown start here? 10-zip on LaSalle, the A-10, to begin the consolation game.
But Georgetown started out strong against the LMU too. They were up 10 at half. So, if you're LaSalle, you just got to weather the storm, make a bucket.
Explorers have missed their first 6 shots. Wow. That changes.
It's amazing what happens when you get inside the paint.
Mamadou Dukora with a hammer dunk. And the first field goal of the game for LaSalle.
It was a good pump fake. Instead of going baseline, went to the middle of the court. Cook couldn't stop it.
No one could. That was quite a move. Thunderous to the basket. Wahab, lots of touches early. That's a big change for Georgetown. And a foul call. Wahab's chance for a 3-point play when we return. And what a start here, Wolfie, for Georgetown.
Well, Brandon Murray is playing up to his type, but Wahab is a guy that's getting it done in the paint. The other side, finally, Corey, good pump fake for the slam.
Get ready for a showcase of talent at the Greenlight Sunshine Slam. Tomorrow on CBS Sports Network.
You hear that? Ooh, this cheesesteak is so freshly grilled.
Basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the Sports Development Foundation, by Margaritaville. Your best day ever starts here. And by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Man, that looks good. Scotchy's Montego Bay No Frills Casual Eatery allows visitors to get the real taste of Jamaica. Rustic yet comfortable booths allow for great family vibes while enjoying freshly jerked chicken or pork, as well as delicious side dishes. Can we Uber Eats? Can we Grubhub?
I went there
Bring it
in
over.
2019 with my daughter Stevie, and it was fantastic. You see Murray and Wahab really controlling the game here.
What do we say? What do we say? Kudus Wahab's got to get more involved. Outstanding big man for Georgetown. Early's been a big factor and completes the three-point play. He was fouled before the break.
We also talked about points in the paint. 10 of the 13 points are in the paint for the Hoyas. Really smart adjustment by Coach Patrick Ewing. But I talked about that Scotchies. That was some of the best chicken I think I've ever had. We spent a couple hours there. Joe Kate, my daughter Stevie. We chowed down, took some back. It was really good.
Oh, man. Looks great.
Our producer,
Brantley.
Our producer Joel Kate loves that place.
Big foodie, we know. Kyle Brantley picks up his first foul. Lucas Josias from Lithuania's into the LaSalle lineup for the first time. Trying to find an answer for Wahab, who's been amazing. Continues that. Wow. Kudus Wahab now up to 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting with a couple of rebounds. Major factor first half for Georgetown.
Well, what's going to happen is LaSalle is going to pack it in, and then they're going to have to get somebody out like Murray to hit that jump shot, Spears, because they're not going to give those open shots inside.
Drame trips Spear all the way to the basket after another Georgetown steal.
You see inside, good position. You cannot allow him to get that ball. Joshua's got to get out there and guard him to deny that entrance pass. At least make the guard make another pass to get a better angle, but they just allowed him to grab that ball on the low block.
Foul Jay Heath, transfer from Arizona State. Jordan Riley, sophomore. 12 minutes, 4 points, couple of boards against LMU here on Friday. Each team, all 8, playing 2 games here in Montego Bay. The classic returns for this tropical paradise after a few years off due to COVID. An official timeout here.
Right now, this is not a good sign for the Explorers. They've shot 14%. They're 1 of 7. Georgetown shooting 70%, 7 of 10. So either you got to start shooting better, or you got to defend better at this point in time. We're checking the shot clock right now.
Those have lost 2 straight for Patrick Ewing. Northwestern and LMU, the game we talked about, by 18 after having a nice lead in the first half. The Lions completely flipped the script in half number 2 here in Jamaica. Patrick from Kingston, Jamaica. It's about 3 hours away, other side of the island. He was born here, and lived here until he was 12, and then moved up to the Northeast.
It was interesting talking to him about that. He said the last time he was here was with his dad driving. I think it was in 2019. The roads were so bad. He was scared. The guy that was driving him, Patrick's father, told him, slow down, I want to live. The roads are nice here. They're building an extension onto the airport, so they have direct flights to Europe and other parts of the destination. So this place is beautiful.
Wow, the kick out this time. Long range shot, missed there by Jay Heath. Foul on the rebound.
Mazzoni's a little bit too aggressive on that board. It's good box out. Josius boxed out his man, Wahab. Brantley gets the brunt of that.
Bryson Mazzone, grad student transfer, USC Upstate, South Carolina. He's into the game for the first time, commits the foul. Brantley and Lassandra not on the same page. Turned over right back to the Hoyas.
He's airmailed that pass. Brantley might have been open, but Drame just threw it so far away from him he couldn't even get a hand on it.
Husseini Drame is in. Hassan, identical twin, he's out. Both transferred from St. Peter's. Tremendous run, first ever 15 seed to make the Elite 8 last year's NCAA tournament. For Shaheen Holloway, now the head coach at Seton Hall. That was fantastic to watch. Both twins had a key role on the Peacocks team last year, that March Madness run. Wahab, let's get the Hoyas back to the tournament. This is a big part of the 2021 Big East tournament champs for Georgetown. Salle is struggling. Nickelberry trying to change that right here. Brantley through traffic. Altered shot, Wahab. Outlet for Murray. Here comes Georgetown. Heath, Mazzone. 3 rattles out, everything but go down. There for Bryson Mazzone.
Salle has 4 turnovers and only 1 made field goal, so they got to flip the script here.
Wahab with a huge foul slam, partner, but it's after the whistle. Let's sort things out.
The Salle foul is number 11, Husseini Drame.
Beautiful drive by Heath. Misses the shot.
15 foul.
Gonna call a push before the play, before the dunk. Heath will get to the line.
Husseini Drame's first, and Heath's the free throw line here for Georgetown. Wow, 16-2 start for the Hoyas.
You know, I keep saying this, but this is the first half and second half for Georgetown are totally different in many of their games. You see Montego getting in the lineup. You talk to the young man, he sounds just like his dad. It's unbelievable. It's uncanny how much he sounds like Dikembe.
Heath misses the second free throw. Ryan Montego, Wolfie, I thought played really well in his role in the first half against LMU here on Friday. Very productive. Did not play in the second half.
He got in early today, as opposed to he got closer to the end of the first half. He was in the lineup. I thought he did real well.
Nickelberry from Brickus. The 3 rattles out. Going down Friday for Josh Nickelberry. Not today for LaSalle. Big tie-up. Lots of bodies pointing in the direction of LaSalle and the arrow. Lucas Josius, really nice hustle. And Montego slow to get up.
Well, Nickelberry shooting that 3 again. Good hustle on the play, as you said. Josius and Montego. Hard-nosed play. They got to get on the floor, but right now, LaSalle has got to get something going. You check out those numbers. You can't win games that way. And Nickelberry has got to be more than the jump shooter because they're playing and extending the defense. He's got to pump fake and get to the basket.
Foul call down low. Fusini Drame earns a trip to the free throw line for LaSalle. So, yeah, you got to change things up. Go away from the perimeter, go inside, and try to get either Fusini or Hassan Drame going.
You have to make guys play you. You have to figure out the game. How do we make Georgetown play against the Explorers? You have to, whether it's moving the ball quicker, trying to pump fake on your three and get the ball inside, get to the free throw line. It doesn't matter. But you have to try to change up. Right now, the outside jump shot should be put away. They're 0 for 5 from three-point range.
Fusini Drame, most of the year have been starting for Fran Dunphy off the bench with Mamadou Decora starting. Instead, as Steve talked about, a little more presence down low for the Explorers. 1 of 2 for Fusini. A trip to the free throw line. Twins play together most of the game Friday, but not today. Murray trying to stay hot. Hangs and hits. What a move.
Brandon Murray.
Right now, Georgetown's getting whatever they want. They put the three ball away. They're just pounding the paint. 14-2 in points in the paint, and that is significant considering they were beat in the paint by LMU.
Bradley kick out from Brickus. Josius on Mutombo, stolen. Murray.
Good
2 on 2 for the
defense.
Hoyas. A little too hot to handle on the pass. Trying to get that to Jordan Riley. Down bounds back to the Explorers.
Well, the last play, LaSalle, when Josius gets the ball, they're double teaming him. Somebody's got to help out. You'll see right here, Josius is going to get the ball. Look at 1, 2, and now 3. And so Josius has got to get the ball up high. He's also got to make sure he knows where the other teammates are to get the ball out of the trap. That's the ball movement. It's understanding where your players are and where the other players in the defense are. They're just not recognizing it right now.
Turnover numbers so far. 5 of the 8 for LaSalle, but the real stat, that's a disaster for LaSalle so far. As Steve talked about, 1 for 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. The only bucket, the Mamadou Decora pump fake and jam. That's been it. Been ice cold. Brantley trying to change that. Foul called in the paint. Looks like Primo Spears is going to pick it up. Drink it in, man. Drink it in. What's better than fabulous, spectacular Jamaica?
every other time down court, or even every time down court, because he is an inside presence. He's strong with the basketball. And if he misses his shot and he gets fouled, he's a really good free throw shooter. So he's been, I think, the difference this afternoon for the Hoyas.
12 points in the first game here in Jamaica, as you talked about, most of which came from the free throw line. 180 for Wahab's roll. First half so far today. Huge lead for Georgetown of the Big East. Lead Jamaica with a win in 2 games. Timer at 5 for number 5. Here's Brantley. Top of the key. Got it.
Move the ball around. Good offense. Nice open shot for Brantley. This is important for both of these teams. Probably more important for Georgetown. 5 new starters. This is the 6th year for Patrick Ewing. He's got to get this team going.
2-man game. Cook and Brandon Murray. Tie-up. Hoyas have it this time.
Salle, look at that. That's anemic. That's really not a run. It's a run around or a run aground. The turnovers, when you have more turnovers and you have field goals, that's never a good sign. But they have not shot a 3-point jump shot in the last 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So that is important.
1-1 for Murray. Jump away short. And out of bounds from Marzone. About 10.6 rebounds a game for him. He did not score against LMU on Friday here. 18-point Lions win. Second half, a huge difference for Stan Johnson's LMU team. We'll see them in the championship later today. CBS Sports Network against Wake Forest. CU takes home the large school division. Montego Bay Division Championship. Nice trophy back to campus. Winning a title, these MTEs, Wolfie, means a big deal. A lot for these players and coaches. It's a confidence builder, right, for the rest of the year. Here to shoot Nickelberry. Up top. Got it. Wow, deep contested 3.
That is not the, that's great. You get a 3, you're back in the game, you're only down by 10. That's important, Rhino. But that's not the offense you want. You don't move the ball for 29 seconds to get a 30-foot 3. And that's what they got to change. And right now, the Hoyas, good shot by Heath. But I still say, now that Wahab's out of the game, you have to get a cook the ball. Get him the ball inside.
Rossini Drame. Brinkus thought about a 3. Nickelberry bumped on the way to the basket. Foul by Brandon Murray.
Well, Nickelberry has struggled, but this is a long 3. Maybe that'll get him going. But what I liked he did in the last shot was he drove, and you'll see Heath coming off a pick and knocking down the 3. So whatever you can do, I can do better. But I noticed Nickelberry in the last, he got fouled, actually. Driving to the basket, set up for the 3, and then penetrate. That's what you have to do. You have to use your tools to help the team, not just to get shots up.
First 3 in the game, hit for each. Rossini Drame, pump fake. Doesn't get a roll. Defense again from Kudus Wahab, 6'11", 245-pounder, the second stint Georgetown player. Time at Maryland in between. Handles left of the lane. Drame, good effort. And a near steal for LaSalle. 16.
It's a great play
here for the Hoyas. CBS Sports embraces authentic stories. Share yours at #MyNativeStory.
That was a really good play. DeCorey, falling down, found the Georgetown player. He saw a white uniform and bounced it off his leg to keep the control of the ball, but I guess it didn't hit him enough because it's Georgetown's ball.
Heath watched by Brantley. Offensive foul. Heath beside himself.
With that new rule, that was questionable. We'll take a look at it, but I think that's a good call. Heath used his arm to sort of hold him. That's a good call.
$15 points, 4 rebounds for Heath against LMU here on Friday. Team's third leading scorer. The Hoyas have a lot of weapons this year. Wahab's return has been big. Cook is a big presence. Here's Heath on the move. Follow up and in. Riley's first two of the game.
Great hustle by Riley, trailing the play and getting the bucket.
A Cook up high. The swat on Fusini Drame.
That's what he does. It's a great block by Cook running the floor.
Wahab floats, can't hit this time. Rebound, Anwar Gillihan on it, a foul call. Good effort from Gill, going for the rebound.
What I like, I'm seeing Georgetown with a lot more energy getting up and down the court, whether it's for a stick back or a block. Look at Riley, just running hard. Missed shot by Heath, stick back by Riley. The other way, but Cook was down there sprinting to get the block.
Wow. Rim protector. Brantley got caught up in the air, nowhere to go with it. Riley the steal. And the run out. Hangs. Shoots free throw.
We're going to get Nickelberry on that.
It seems like a long time ago, Wolfie. Josh Nickelberry was dominating Wake Forest in that first game. 6 threes first half, a career best from beyond the arc. And Fran Dumpy said he just ran out of gas in the second half because Wake adjusted its game plan defensively to key on him.
Well, he's had 32 minutes where he has struggled. And that's where he has to change his game. He's got to be more than one-dimensional, because if you're a three-point shooter and you don't move well without the ball, and you don't help your other teammates get better shots, you're going to be in trouble. And that's right now where Nickelberry is. He's a good player, and he's strong and athletic. But he's got to realize that the three-point jump shot is only good when you have other things you can do around it. Make other guys better with that three-point jump shot.
Checking in for the
You know, it's a 24-8. I mean, it's not insurmountable, but you have to slowly get back in, playing the way you have to, you're supposed to play. Fran Dumpy's been in this position before, I know.
Violation there from Riley. Was it too soon? He realized he missed it. Saw Nickelberry's numbers. Try to get on track here. Last 8:25 and counting. First half, first game. We got 4 happening today at the Jamaica Classic. Champion of the Montego Bay Division and the Rose Hall Division will be determined. Foul call.
Brickus was moving on the pick. We're trying to get Nickelberry open on the left wing.
17 foul.
Can't move. You have to be stationary. Now a little pressure by LaSalle.
First foul partner on Jameer Brickus on LaSalle. Spears in the corner. Riley misfires deep 3. And weak side rebound from Nickelberry. Here come the Explorers. Someone get going. Maybe it's Nickelberry for 3. Can't hit it. Wahab the rebound. And sometimes when your team is down, you try to do too much.
So Georgetown right now, I know they're winning, but they have to stay with the game plan. Get the ball. Wahab is wide open down there. You can't even get him the ball then. You're blind. You got to get it inside to him and let him work.
Just like that.
It's so
right
easy. It's not a hard game. And right now, Georgetown is 18 points in the paint. That is really good play and good recognition.
11 points and 4 boards for Kudus Wahab in the first half. He's been awesome. He'll almost have a push off an offensive foul on Riley. Getting physical and scores.
Well, Gill is a lot bigger. He needs to get down there. He's got either Heath or Primo, whoever he's got down low, he's got to go down and punch it in. That's the 4th point. As you see, Georgetown clearly dominating that, but still, you got to get in there. Got to get in the paint.
Riley floats through traffic and is fouled before the shot. And a timeout here in Montego Bay. Called Georgetown. Beautiful. presented by Jersey Mike's, continues. Championship game, LMU and Wake Forest battled out for the victory and bragging rights. The trophy, bring that back to campus. Confidence-building MTE win, the multi-team event. That means a lot for the rest of the non-con schedule into your conference schedule. A little more on Wake Forest. They were fantastic, especially in half number 2 against LaSalle here Friday, Wolfies.
Well, they really were, and Appleby, it was really the straw that stirs their drink. Steve Forbes has done a really impressive job getting these guys to work together and play together. I love the guy, Monsanto. I thought he was really super in that game, and they're going to need to play really well to beat LMU.
Steve Forbes, reigning ACC Coach of the Year. Riley to the free throw line. One more. Sophomore, Brentwood, New York. Earlier this year, one of the 2 Georgetown wins had a career best 11 points. That was against Green Bay. Soon we'll see the consolation game of the Rose Hall Division later today. All 8 teams get 2 games.
With 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes left, Salle's got to make a run, trying to get something going on.
Great half-court defense, Georgetown. They're making it difficult. Skip past Drame, tough to catch, 5 to shoot. Lucini Drame drive to the basket. That's it again, a cook.
That half-court defense is stifling. That was a good move, I felt, by Drame. We're starting to understand, hey, don't be scared. You got to take it in the paint.
Heath a miss, way too strong. Lucini Drame runs the court, trails.
Nice.
Out of 3. Nickelberry, a lot of contact. No whistle, it's out of bounds.
Georgetown is stifling right now on this defensive end. I mean, they're swarming. They're getting the passes. It's really hard to get anything open with these guys the way they're playing. You got the big guys down low. Even when you get it back out, there's somebody moving over to fill a spot. That's a tough half-court defense.
It's a brick wall right now, Steve.
But can they do it in the second half?
Well,
that's where their problem has been.
We saw 4 of 19 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3 in the game so far. Wahab, reverse layup, 2 more.
Boy, Wahab has been nothing but spectacular.
Dominant. Gill, offensive foul.
How about Riley getting over there and stepping up and getting that offensive foul? But Wahab has been playing so well. They have to have consistent halves. 6 for 8 from the field. And then you'll see the defense right here. Riley was up in the air, but he was clearly an offensive foul.
Turnover stats, as you might imagine, with the score we're seeing, and the field goal numbers we've documented for LaSalle. Struggle in every category for the Explorers so far. Wahab, deep touch! Big hammer! Kudus Wahab! Got the position on Joshua's partner and put it away.
It's like a man playing with boys, and really, they're just getting everything they want. LaSalle only had 7 turnovers in the game against Wake, and they have 9 here now.
Everyone in on the act. So is Denver Anglin, freshman from Montclair, New Jersey, off the Hoya bench, has got a 3. How about Georgetown up by 25 on LaSalle? lead on the basket continues.
One of
But
9.
unless Georgetown, partner, uses the inside game, they're not going to have a lot of success in a very tough Big East. Anglin to miss there.
And right there, Anglin missing that shot. You have the ball to Wahab. You're having problems in the second half. You need a big first half. Keep getting the ball inside. Put the three-point jumper away. There's a reason sometimes why you're open. Try to dribble drive, get to the basket. If you want your shot, go get it. But you got to look at Wahab and the Cook.
Brantley trying to get it going from 3 for LaSalle. Yet another miss. Explorers are 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. 4 for 22 for the game. Wahab goes deep this time on a 3 from the top of the key.
As much as I've said great things about Wahab, put that away. He does not need that shot. He's getting anything he wants down low.
Gillimus kept alive. Ducora and chance for a three-point play. Finally something positive. And Brantley drives to the basket for the N1.
Now Brantley's a gamer. He's got to have a lot more plays like that getting to the basket. Tough one here.
You hear that? Oh, this cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
When you're up 23 points and you're dominating and the team you're playing barely has double digits. So with 4 minutes to go, you have to get these guys prepped because the first half is over. They got to win the second half. And they have to win it decisively, you know, in order to get back on track because they have struggled in that second half, trying to figure out the recipe.
Brantley. Foul before the break. Complete three-point play for LaSalle. Got 5 points, and that leads the way for the Explorers. Much needed. There's some kind of momentum going here in the final 4 minutes of our first half.
Lazy pass. You can't do that in pressure.
Down to Cook.
Spears has to be strong with that ball. He's a good point guard. And make sure that cross-court pass has to be crisp and wide open.
He's been quiet. 0 for 1 from the field for Primo Spears. Georgetown's leading scorer entering play here. 5 on the timer. Spears on the bounce. A Cook. To the shoot and shot clock violation. Didn't realize it.
Well, a Cook should realize that. But the point guard, Spears, needs to know how much time. When you're getting the ball to a Cook when he's 15, 20 feet from the basket, it's not a good play when there's 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Gill take the runner over Murray and gets a roll.
Getting back in the paint. That's a nice move by Gill. And conversely, what LaSalle has to do is forget about this first half, get some momentum going in the second half and try to win that. Figure out how to get the ball inside, whether it's by the pass or the dribble or turnovers, transition.
Patrick Ewing told us during the Georgetown practice this week, got to avoid being one-dimensional, have to use the inside game. The Wahab, case in point, feed to the big man. Too strong on the runner, off the back iron.
Well, he also talked about the ball sticking, Rhino, and really, this afternoon I have not seen any shades of that. They have been moving the ball well. A couple of errant shots, but for the most part, they're good ball movement. And now LaSalle with back-to-back inside takes. You know, they want to cut this lead. If you can cut this lead to 15, ooh, I'll tell you what, that puts a lot of pressure on Georgetown.
Good ISO set. Hill. Up to half a dozen points to lead LaSalle. Down toward 2 minutes to go. First half, first game. Wahab. Not this time on the runner. And Gill, a one-man show. Defensive rebound for LaSalle.
That was a great pass by Murray, too. He could have taken it, but I thought it was a smart move in giving up the ball.
Mamadou Decore is fouled. Rutgers transfer from Mali in Africa. Shoots 2 free throws.
Look at Gill. That's where Wahab's got to step up, you know, and show that domination of the inside game. Mutombo coming in for Wahab right now. But Gill, he's leading scorer right now for the Explorers. Playing a pretty good first half for a small-sized guy. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds.
Mamadou Decore, 6'9", 250. One more free throw. Spears, we talked about numbers, have been spectacular. Leading the boys in scoring until today's been struggling.
But that's what they need to understand. Hey, you want to win. You know, 20 points a game's awesome. That's individually is great, but I think he's doing a good job moving the ball. He's doing other things. He's playing solid defense on Brickus. Needs to keep getting the ball inside. He can get to the basket very easily. He can make his own shot.
Overplay foul called. Explorers on 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes. The last 3 shots to make some noise here at the end of the first half.
10-team foul. Brendan Murray at the line for the Hoyas. He'll shoot 2.
2 free throws here for Brandon Murray. Great start in this game today. 4 for 5, 3 rebounds and an assist. 8 total points, make it 9 now for Murray. LSU transfer. Sophomore, Germantown, Maryland.
Straight in over there, 1 shot.
Georgetown getting to the free throw line, which is what they need to do. They're playing smart. LaSalle, you know, now it's an 8-2 run, but they're really close to getting to that 15-point deficit. You know, they need to try to have goals. Don't try to get it all back at once. Georgetown in the zone. Got to get the ball in the middle. Gadrame. Decore, you have to look at those guys.
Bradley deep 3, cans it. That's great for LaSalle.
That's huge. Cutting the lead. Good ball movement. Realizing now that Georgetown probably will go away from that zone, because once you get a couple shots, you know, they have issues with that. Go back to the man-to-man.
Here's Mutombo. Jump hook, too strong, back on a miss. Cora has the rebound for LaSalle. Explorers have hit their last 4 shots. That 3 from Brantley. This is the second triple of the first half for the Explorers. Runner Brantley looking for back-to-back jacks. Almost tipped in by Ryan Mutombo. Heat for Murray. Running. No finish. Mutombo does.
It's a great play by Mutombo. The largest lead of the game for Georgetown was 25. And LaSalle has been able to knock it down. But Georgetown keeps coming back.
Miss Drame. Heat on the move. Lays it in off the glass. Timeout for Patrick Ewing in Georgetown. 29.3 seconds left. Opening half from Montego Bay.
On an urgent Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hurry! It's almost kickoff. I am. Oh, they logged me out! What's the password?
LaSalle showing some life. Anwar Gill, a couple of good ISOs, takes, and scores. Finally, another three-pointer hit a moment ago by Khalil Brantley, getting back in the game. But you and I have been very impressed with Ryan Mutombo. Well, we wish Dikembe the best. He's fighting health problems right now.
Yeah, and Dikembe Mutombo, what a stud. And great family guy, great philanthropist, obviously all NBA. But Georgetown, what I'm impressed with now, LaSalle made a run on it, got it to 16, and they've pushed it back up to 20. That's what this Georgetown team has got to get used to doing. We keep saying it, but these are 5 brand new starters. They got a new coaching staff. They need to really figure it out.
15 seconds left in the first half. Khalil Brantley kicks out, and Drame is out of bounds.
Georgetown basketball.
Sini Drame. So he and Son have not played a lot together in this game. Polar opposite of Fridays.
Yeah, well, and also, you're not going to play a lot if you keep making those mental mistakes. This is a LaSalle team that had 7 turnovers against Wake. They already have 10 here in the first half.
Wayne Bristol, the transfer from Howard, briefly in and out of the lineup. Final moments. Spears to drive. Wahab the catch. A cook. There's the buzzer. And there's the opening 20 from here in Montego Bay. Good look for a cook. The 3 rattles out. But Patrick Deere's got to be happy with that first half.
I think he has to be many things. I think they got the ball inside early, and then they withstood the comeback by the Explorers. A good second half coming up.
41-21 here in Montego Bay. AT&T at the half is next.
IG, fast, reliable, secure.
Wow, look at the view. Spectacular Jamaica. Welcome to AT&T at the half. Georgetown Pretty spectacular on the court, a 41-21 lead on LaSalle, the A-10, halfway home. Game 1 of 4 here today in Montego Bay. Time now for a special message from the great people of Jamaica.
Hi, I'm Olivia Babsy-Grange, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport here in Jamaica. I want to wish you all a warm Jamaican welcome. To the players, coaches and basketball fans who have come out to show your support. As Minister responsible for sport, I'm happy to see the return of the Jamaica Classic College Basketball Tournament for 2022. This is a clear signal that Jamaica remains committed to the development of sport at all levels. I'm particularly pleased about the 3-on-3 basketball championship for high school players, as it can only serve to improve the sport going forward. I'm so happy you have made it Jamaica again. Thanks to all our partners for making it possible. I'm wishing our players good vibes on and off the court. I encourage you to enjoy all that is good about Jamaica and all that Jamaica has to offer. One love. Enjoy.
Well, thanks so much, Olivia. Great message. Certainly here today in Jamaica. Wolfie, you and I have been here for a few days. Tremendous people. As Olivia said, one love. Everyone has been so welcoming to the teams and the broadcasters.
Well, I still keep in touch with a lot of these people here, you know, all throughout the year, since 2019. They're really excited about basketball in Jamaica. It's a great country. Everybody is so nice. And I think that having these clinics and having these tournaments, they have a Pro-Am golf tournament, it's just so great. I love it.
Cricket, one of the top sports here on the island of Jamaica. Basketball is certainly growing. Clinics going on over the last few days involving some of the teams that are here as well. 75 kids attending the clinic yesterday. There's Patrick Ewing, the Georgetown head coach and native of Jamaica. He's from Kingston, getting involved coaching some of the kids. There's also a 3-on-3 tournament as well. What an opportunity for one of the big heroes of Jamaica to come out and interact with young basketball players.
Well, you saw the Ginger Hildreth from Wake Forest over there, too. It's important for the guys that are here and playing in this tournament to realize this is a privilege, not a right. You get out to do those clinics, and I love that Patrick Ewing, who's got so many things on his plate and is so big in this country, is able to spend his day off over there helping these young kids. And so I think it's important. You see more and more kids coming out each year.
And Fran Dunphy, the LaSalle head coach, told us before the game today his team has enjoyed this experience so much. The great people of Jamaica. That's a fantastic pool at our hotel nearby, right down the road from the convention center. A 20-point lead for Georgetown.
Every time you order a hot sub from Jersey Mike,
the first half. A lid in the basket for LaSalle. They made a nice comeback, end stages of half number 1 to make things interesting, but the first 20 certainly belonged to Georgetown.
No, it really did. They came out of the gate. They did exactly the opposite what they did in the second half against LMU. They were able to get the ball inside, and I thought they were very efficient getting the ball in the Wahab. And then they were able to do other things, pressure defense. They turned LaSalle over 10 times. LaSalle's got to figure out what they're going to do here in the second half. This is going to be an ugly game.
We talked about Brandon Murray, top of the broadcast, how important he'd be for Georgetown. He got off to a great start, hitting 4 of his first 5 shots. And then Kudus Wahab was dominant inside for Georgetown.
Well, I thought Murray played a really good first half. Only 1 assist. I'd like to see him get those assists up. But he was getting to the basket strong. Really, the guy that took over the game was Wahab. He made all of his shots in the game on Friday, and he was started out 7 of 8 in this game. Now he's 7 of 12. He missed some shots latter part of the first half, but he is a force in the paint.
Hoyas by 20, halfway home. Wahab 15, Murray 10 points. A big lead on LaSalle.
Thank you for watching AT&T at the Half.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me
Fast, reliable, secure.
Lush tropical beauty of Jamaica, the crown jewel of the Caribbean. Great to be back at the Jersey Mike's Jamaica Classic, and we check our Jersey Mike's first half stats here. Wolfie, what do you see that's so important?
Well, it's not a Monet. It's very unattractive. As you look at the shooting, three-point shooting is non-existent for either team, but points in the paint tells the tale of the half. Also the turnovers. Right now, I think you got to put it away if you're LaSalle, and you got to figure out how you ended the first half. Get the ball inside with the dribble, with the pass. If you are Georgetown, you have to act like it's 0-0, because if you come out with a lead, they don't play well with a lead. And I think how they come out in the first 4 minutes will be important.
Championship game of the Montego Division, Wolfie, is going to be Wake Forest head-to-head with LMU. Should be a fantastic matchup. Wake Forest is 4-0 for Steve Forbes out of the ACC. LMU is 3-2 for Stan Johnson. Points in the paint for Wake in their first game with LaSalle. Very impressive.
Yeah, they really were. I thought it was a good team game. Getting the ball inside, Carr with the dunk. Hildreth, I thought, played an unbelievable game. scrappy. And then Appleby. Appleby is one of those guys that gets everybody involved in the game. Look at Keller, good nice three. It's gonna be a fun game.
2:30 Eastern, CBS Sports Network will crown a champion. One team will bring that trophy from the beach to campus. And that confidence-building win in an early season multi-team event, the MTE. A lot of them going on in college basketball. You lose count now with so many. We're so glad this event is back on the island of Jamaica.
Well, I think that it is getting better and better. Every year, the teams get better. The accommodations have always been nice, but they are spectacular this trip. They went through a tough 6 months when they shut everything down for COVID. So realizing the most important thing in Jamaica for revenue is tourism, I'm glad to see them back on the feet and doing well.
Have a clock issue to resolve here before we can get the second half underway. Shot clock is not set. LaSalle lost to then number 16 Villanova, beat Wagner, beat Queens, newcomer to Division I, also here in Jamaica, then lost to Wake Forest by 12 on Friday. Always trying to break a 2-game losing streak. Half number 2 underway.
Georgetown man-to-man defense. Boy, that was a miscommunication right there. Brickus took it straight to the house. And that first 2 points in the paint, second half for the Explorers.
First 2 points of the game for Brickus, had been 0 for 2 from the field. He played a really good first half for Georgetown. So did Murray. ISO, Brandon Murray with the left. Too strong and over the back call.
Wow, it's going to get
Kudus Wahab.
Foul there, but I like that Spears took the ball inside. I'm sorry, Murray took the ball inside. You see Brickus, somebody missed that play. No help, weak side help. You see the pressure now by Georgetown. That's why Brickus is in the game. He handles that pressure so well.
Case in point, floats and hits. Nice roll for Jameer Jig Brickus, back-to-back field goals. Double his point production in the opening game of this event. 2 points.
It's not a good sign for Georgetown right now, starting off the second half. We talked about how the second half they just got taken to the woodshed by LMU. LMU 52-24 in the second half. You can't come out of the gate sluggish, and right now it looks like they're a little sluggish.
Spears way short, beats the timer, but it's out of bounds off the hand of Kudus Wahab. Right back to the Explorers here.
The ball is sticking a little bit now. A little bit more dribbling, and I'm sure Fran Duffy's making a decision on what he's going to do with Wahab. Because watching the game on Friday, he had to say that Wahab wasn't going to be a factor because they weren't getting him the ball. They clearly changed up that game plan.
Hesitation for Brickus. He's feeling it. Wow.
6 in a row for Brickus.
3 straight field goals for Jameer Brickus, the junior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. And LaSalle's off to a great start to begin the second half. Curl for Murray.
There you go.
Deep touch Wahab. Watched by Decorah, and a foul call.
Well, Brickus was inserted into the starting lineup. Fran Duffy said to alleviate the pressure by the Georgetown Hoyas. And he started off this second half with 6 straight points, but now Georgetown getting the ball to Wahab, and it's so important to getting the ball. We talked about it. He's efficient under the basket, but he's also a good free throw shooter.
Plus career blocks for Kudus Wahab. 3 stops, 2 at Georgetown and 1 at Maryland. Player profile brought to you by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport here in Jamaica. More on Kudus Wahab. The Hornets are glad to have him back. I'm telling you, he's going to be a big factor this year for Georgetown.
Well, he didn't go too far away.
No.
Played at Maryland, but he's a really good free throw shooter. I love his stroke at the line. That's so important for big men because, Shaquille O'Neal learned that you need to make free throws if you're a big guy.
Cook the block. Decorah had it rejected once by him, and then Kudus Wahab with a swat. 7 to shoot. Nickelberry, loose change, top of the key. 5 on the timer. Josh Nickelberry trying to get going. Ooh, another miss. And how about the strong rebound? Wahab has been everywhere. Up court, Murray with a
you're LaSalle, Brickers with 9 points in the early going with less than 3 minutes played. This guy's on fire.
Jameer Brickers' partner, the heat check. And finally another three for LaSalle. They struggled so much from beyond the arc. Just 3 in the game total. Things get interesting. We'll have the touch stripped.
But steal by
man piece.
Drame getting it.
Quickly running. Too strong. Drame to follow. Got it.
Patrick Ewing's seen enough. I'll tell you, there were 5 yellow jerseys down at the other end sprinting to recover. And there were only 3 Hoyas sprinting down to the defensive end. And you see a beautiful drive by Brantley. But the cleanup is good in aisle 2.
NFL highlights as our gridiron experts tackle the latest league headlines from a QB's point of view. Go under center on NFL Monday QB only here on CBS Sports Network. My Vikes, Kirk Cousins taking on Dak and the Cowboys later today on CBS. Go Vikes, Skull. 7-game win streak.
Bengals to beat the Steelers. It's been a real Brickers show here to start the second half. Coming out of the gates, Fran Duffy made an excellent call in getting into the starting lineup. He thought it was just Olivier pressure, but Brickers has been able to come out. He's 4 for 6 with 9 points. He's done an excellent job.
Heath and Georgetown trying to stop the bleeding here. Murray, nice off the curl. And the set play for Brandon Murray, who stays hot. He's got 14.
The whole second half, I'm really interested to see how Georgetown wins this second half. They don't want to stay even. They want to win it because this is a team that's got a lot of talent, a lot of good big men down low.
Strong take for Brantley. Draws the foul, shoots 2 here for LaSalle.
You can see the second half so far. Wahab with 3. That's a development, but LaSalle is taking the ball in the paint. They're not settling. The 3-point jump shot that Brickers had was a 5-on-4 with nobody guarding him. It was a smart move on his part.
8 points so far for Khalil Brantley, sophomore from the Bronx. Got one more free throw. Drew best 22 against Wagner in the 8-point LaSalle win. Early season. Montebo's back in. Dikembe's son, George Brison's son, is on the Georgetown roster as well. Victor hasn't played yet in this tournament, but Ryan's been impressive. Wahab to the bench, 3 fouls. And Brantley struggles at the free throw line.
Montebo's got long arms and he's very athletic. I love, just as soon as he's in the game, gets that rebound, they're going to get that, a cook. They're going to, who was that on? Spears?
Contact with Brantley and Murray.
They're going to call Murray over the back.
He was way over the back.
Yeah.
3 fouls on Brandon Murray. So just like that, Wahab has 3, Murray has 3. They're great guards and their post presence to the bench for Patrick Ewing.
That's important to keep an eye on it. 16 minutes left in the game. They got a deep bench. A lot of inexperience, a lot of depth in that bench for the Hoyas.
See if Primo Spears can get going here without Murray on the court for Georgetown. 10 to shoot. Brantley steps back. Over a cook, not close.
Don't like it. Nickelberry is giving up the ball. I think Nickelberry's taking what the defense gives him, which is not a lot. He's only has 3 points, but you just don't need an off-balance 3. Try to get in the paint somehow.
Mazzone back in. Foul trouble for Georgetown. Spears the handle. 10 on the timer. Primo Spears. Drame watching him, and trouble with the handle there from Mutombo. It's out of bounds. And we've got a timeout in beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica, Couldn't be better.
On the next NFL Monday.
And we share them with children to shape our future. We believe in authentic stories. Share yours.
Georgetown trying to snap a 2-game losing streak after their 2-0 start. The overtime win over Coppin State at home, then beat Green Bay. And the Gavitt Challenge, a loss to Northwestern, then LMU in that complete script flipper on Friday. 11-point lead, first half. LMU turned the game around against Patrick Ewing, led by as many as 19 in the second half, and won it by 18. Georgetown fans are here. Hotel, we've seen fans from all schools enjoying this great experience. Mazzone 3 for 3.
Big shot from Mazzone coming in when Murray went out with the 3 fouls. Give him a little lift off that bench. And that's another thing. Patrick Ewing's bench really wasn't productive in that LMU game. Doing a lot better here. 13 points off the bench.
Nickelberry slips, no turnover. Brantley 8 to shoot. Hassan Drame for an iron miss. Again, the run out and challenge from a cook. He's so long, Wolf. He's tough to shoot a three over him.
So back-to-back three-point jump shots, which I think were ill-advised. Really, you get it to 15, and then you go back to throwing up the three. That's where he should be in the lane. That's what he should be doing.
Wow, that was pretty off the glass.
Yeah, beat the defense down, sprint to recover. You caught Georgetown on their heels.
I don't think we've seen the brothers on the court together, have we?
No, we have not. But I'll tell you, they have so much experience. They have Elite 8 experience, which, that's important when you're playing in a tournament like this.
Ryan Mutombo. On the move, Jay Heath rattles it in. The righty runner is up to half a dozen points in the game. Interesting question for Fran Dumpy about chemistry. That ball is almost turned over. Good save, but right in the hands of Spears. Block, good recovery, Drame. Better play of Cook.
Great play by Spears. Good block by Drame, but I love the follow by a Cook. He sprinted down to get that stick back.
Got a timeout. That's his first field goal of the game.
You have to be smarter with the basketball. You cannot, just lackadaisically throw that ball out there. But look at the block by Drame. And a Cook seeing that his teammate was down there by himself, sprinted down to follow it in. I think it's a good timeout by Fran Dumpy. They're back to where they were, down to by 20. They started off with 9 straight points by Brickus, and since then they really haven't done much. Start shooting that three ball and you get in trouble.
6 rebounds, 2 blocks down the game for a Cook. What a presence he is defensively. So in the Montego Bay division, the larger school division of the 2 here at the Jersey Mike's Jamaica Classic, it'll be Wake and LMU head-to-head. How do you best preview the championship game coming up later today on CBS Sports Network?
I think you look at LMU, they're down 3 of their better players, but they played so well together. Stan Johnson has them moving the ball really well. I think Wake Forest is a question mark. Stan Forbes got a lot of new guys. Coach Forbes needs to try to see if he can get these guys together. What I did like watching Wake Forest, I like Monsanto and I like Hildreth, who I thought both of them gave him good punch off of the bench, and that's going to be important in this tournament because you do get a little tired. You're playing, with 1 day's rest, right? And if you're up and down, Wake Forest has to get that ball in the paint against LMU, I think.
Pretty well documented. Patrick Ewing's team really struggled at the end of last season. They lost 21 in a row, 19 in Big East play. Didn't score. Moved on from the Georgetown roster. We have documented the roster renovation. Patrick Ewing talked to us during practices this week here in Jamaica about the challenge of getting chemistry together. And that is a big goal when teams come to an MTE like this, the multi-team event. You're together for 3-4 days in the same place, a time for bonding.
It really is, and I think Patrick Ewing on his day off was out there working with the kids, so it tells you a little bit about his personality. Beautiful pass inside from Gill to Drame, and now the pressure's put on by the Explorers. Beautiful pass inside, little hook pass.
That's Fusini Drame, and yes, the Drame twins are on the court at the same time for the first time today. Hassan and Fusini,
Coach
St. Peter's transfers from Mali originally. Mazzone up top 3. Can't click on 3. Brantley up high. And a rebound from LaSalle.
Important to get a good possession here. I mean, it's still early.
Brantley, nice cut.
Great pass. Second great pass by Gill. I mean, he is doing a lot of stuff. Got 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Also got a couple good plays in the first half. They have to continue putting the pressure on the Hoyas.
Brantley is the first Explorer into double figures today. Heath outside the arc, 10 on the timer. Brantley trying for the takeaway. The battle continues. Near the sideline. LaSalle's got it. And Heath is shaken up.
He got hit right in the eye. It's an accidental when they were going for the ball. But look at that hook pass. Beautiful look inside by Gill to Drame. And then here's another good pass. Gill once again. Good eyes. Good cut by Brantley.
Heath shaken up, partner is out. And Jordan Riley returns for Georgetown.
Yeah, he get hit in the eye, and that's something you need to look at on the bench.
And Wargill. Kick out Brantley, 15 to shoot. For the Explorers, ball movement crisp. Hassan Drame, what a pump fake. Drives, almost walked with a call. Cook.
Yeah, that's his target. You go up against a Cook. He is so intimidating. Beautiful move by Drame, he just couldn't get it to go. Started hearing steps.
Bump foul. Jordan Riley, the sophomore from Brentwood, New York, is knocked down. So in Jamaica, left side of the road, steering wheel on the right side. It's a different experience. What's best, let someone else drive.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the Sports Development Foundation, by Margaritaville. Your best day ever starts here. And by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Who's that, Steve Wolf? Who is that?
That was my daughter, Stevie, who plays volleyball at Xavier. They have a Big East tournament coming up. We had so much fun hanging out. It's been a blast.
A lot of the coaches have brought families as well with them.
Well, it's so accommodating here. Everybody's been so easy to deal with. It's been fun. Really good time.
Murray back in the game is fouled on the baseline. Looks like Khalil Brantley will pick it up.
LaSalle foul on number 5. Khalil Brantley is second.
I get grief when I get home. Shayna not in that picture. She's with me on this trip. So look at Wahab coming back in with 3 fouls.
Murray and Wahab have returned. Patrick Ewing rolls the dice a bit, each with the 3 personals. Touch here, Murray. Skip Spears. Kudus Wahab, deep touch. And he's fouled.
I love exactly, as soon as Wahab got back in the game, they went right to him. And that is important because that's how they're going to win this game. And Bassini Drame now has a 2nd foul.
Wahab at the line for Georgetown, shooting 2.
He's got 3 more fouls. He's going to have to use those to keep Wahab away from the basket.
32 games last year for Wahab at Maryland in the Big Ten. 31 starts. 2 years as a Hoya before moving to College Park just down the road in the DMV. Legitimate all Big East talent big man. We've seen him utilized a lot in the game today. Early sets established him in the post, Wolfie. Made a big difference.
He's now 4 for 5 from the free throw line. He was perfect from the stripe on Friday. Big man that can shoot free throws, invaluable.
Drame the back end. Top lefty shot. Hassan Drame, that's pretty.
That's beautiful. Getting the ball in the paint again. That's what they have to keep doing it. You got to give credit. Georgetown has really not let LaSalle get any closer than 15, 16 points.
Turnover. Wahab. Picked by Brantley. Gill thought about a three. Drives instead. Hangs and hits with the right.
That was pretty.
Was.
As close as they've been in a while, the Explorers. Good move in the lane. A miscue at the other end. A turnover by Georgetown. Leads to that bucket.
2+ minute drought for Georgetown scoring. Threes have not been a factor between these two teams. Just 6 of 26 from beyond the arc. Spears hangs, lobs, and the flush from Wiley elevates on the baseline and makes the big hammer. Drama other end, into the corner. Brantley can't click, and a weak side rebound for Murray.
Boy, Wahab sets a pick, man, at the top of the key. Oh, this is trouble. Good
Too big to his draw, couldn't finish. Brantley runs, blocked. Murray, the rejection. Transition defense, fantastic for Georgetown. Brantley with a crack at it. Rossini Drame lost the handle. And it's out of bounds.
Both teams stopped. They thought it was a foul on the first one. You'll see LaSalle here get the Drame in the post. He just backs Wahab down to the restricted line and shoots that left-handed shot. And you'll see in transition, Brickus giving up the ball. Gill, who's had a super game as far as I'm concerned, very fundamental. And then you'll see the flush. Riley just getting up. We saw his hops on Friday. I was pretty impressed how high the little guy gets up.
Great player, no doubt. 15 on the timer. Skip. Brantley. And more Gill.
One more pass, you had it.
Lean foul called. Brickus looking for double figures. Earns a trip to the free throw line.
Georgetown fouls on number 15, Bryson Mazzone. That's his second.
2 fouls on Bryce Mazzone. Grad student North Augusta, South Carolina. Talks about his very good career at USC Upstate. 4-year starter there, including 32 games. Lots of new faces. Transfer portal is a constant part of college basketball.
So watch right here. In this dribble drive, you see the help from a Cook. On the left side, Facinius Drame is wide open. And that's where you have to draw that double team to you and make the extra pass. That's why I think you try to flip each side of the court with good ball movement. Dribble drive, draw the defenders and dish.
Brickus, former All-A-10 freshman team member, a couple free throws. Good. Also on the overplay, pressure off the main free throw. Berkeley knocks it out of bounds. Riley back in. Patrick Ewing trying to protect Kudus Wahab with the 3 fouls. Primo Spears 0 for 5 partner from the field. No points in the game today. You got Georgetown's up 14. Why?
Well, I think he's doing a good job of facilitating. He's going to get 2 right here probably. Just because you said that. But it's not like he's been shooting a lot of shots. He's 0 for 6, but he's being smart. Get 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He's only turned the ball over 1 time, and he's had the ball in his hands most of the game.
In transition, Mazzone picks up his 3rd foul. And Wayne Bristol.
It's the first time we've seen Bristol in the game.
Yeah, he came in briefly in the first half, just for literally 1 possession. Former MEAC freshman of the year at Howard. Transfers, mid-season transfers, so just getting into his first games now at Georgetown. Era of the portal means lots of turnover on rosters every year. We mean a lot. Green Bay, one of the teams here, 10 new players this year. Nice take to the basketball, Gill. 10, Wolfie.
I'm really impressed. Yeah, there's a lot of transfers, but I'm impressed with Gill, man. I love the way he's playing. Very fundamental. I didn't see this in his game on Friday. I think he was a little bit more reserved, but he's being aggressive getting to the basket.
Heat for Spears. On a bounce, Mazzone. Right low block touch. 8 on the timer for Heat.
Good
Jay Heath
defense.
had a block. Good play, Brickley. Salle running. Breakus, that's a deep three up top. Could have really changed the game. Salle picks up a foul, his third.
Just good dribble drive by Gill. Just getting past the defense. And Cook was nowhere to be found because he was being boxed out. Rame went over and boxed him out, so he couldn't affect that shot.
Mazzone. The action gets him a three. Short. Gill runs the court and a foul call. It's Mazzone in transition again. We got a timeout. LaSalle hanging in there. Trying to stay alive in the consolation game here in Montego Bay.
Listen up, guys. Our biggest problem right now, we are missing poses.
The Island after a 3-year hiatus. Today, 4:30 Eastern, don't miss the conclusion of the Baja Mar Hoop Championship. Oklahoma State goes head-to-head against DePaul of the Big East for the third-place prize, followed by UCF and Santa Clara, competing for the title, 7 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network. Taylor Hendricks, big star for Coach Dawkins of the Knights of the American Conference, 4-star recruit from Calvary Christian Academy in Florida, won 2 Class 3A state titles. Johnny Dawkins has it going in Orlando.
Johnny Dawkins has always been a really good coach. I love when he came over to UCF. It's a beautiful campus. He's been able to turn the corner in the athletic.
It's a good league again. So is the A-10 with the addition of Royal Chicago. LaSalle and all the rest of the teams in that league, watch out, defending champs in the Missouri Valley, joining the A-10 this year. So Wolfie, 15 teams in the Atlantic 10. That's a monster conference.
Well, I'm glad they're doing it. They need to keep that around. It's been a great conference for so many years, dating way back to Cal and Cheney, to Temple and UMass. You know, it's been a fun conference to watch. It's got a lot of history. I hate to see these conferences break up, so I'm glad that 15's better than none. So I'll take
up
it.
Top. 10 to shoot. Dayton picked to win the A-10 this year. LaSalle picked 14th, just ahead of Duquesne. And in my mind, from watching the Explorers play twice this week, they're probably better than that.
Yeah, and you have 2 of the best coaches at 14 and 15. Ken Dambrot and
Keith Dambrot, right?
And Coach Dump. Those are great coaches. So Patrick Ewing, he's trying to make sure this team stays with it. Does not give any ground here in the second half.
Drame to Drame. The twin brothers from Mali combine on that pass. Gill. Foul called. Instead of taking right to the basket, for the kick out 3, trying to hit Jameer Brickus on the wing.
Yeah, Gill was wide open in there. I mean, he has really been the difference maker. But watch him in the lane. Nobody comes over. He's wide open.
Georgetown foul is on.
And Murray just gave him a hand's worth of help, and they gave him a foul.
Bryson, his own partner, has fouled out for Georgetown. 7:12 to go second half.
14 minutes.
He's not available.
Only played 14 minutes, but he had a nice three that helped them out early on. But foul trouble is a little bit of an issue for the Hoyas right now.
No fouls out. Murray's got the 4 fouls. Kudus Wahab has 3. He's been on the bench for a while for Georgetown.
Well, it's the two guys, Murray and Wahab, are very important to this closing out for this team.
Double figures for Gill. Lefty gets a roll.
Well, we got a ball game here, partner.
Brickus and Brantley, 10+ points. 2 double-figure scores for Georgetown. Murray with the 4 fouls. And Wahab's got 19. Huge game for Kudus Wahab today. Rebound for Murray off the free throw miss from Gill.
Well, we talked about LaSalle slowly inching back into the game. Try to get it to 10, the 5-6 minute mark. Well, they've got it to 11, 7-minute mark. So the Hoyas, they got the Hoyas' attention. And now Georgetown has to do something offensively. Getting the ball inside. Ball can't stick. Got to have good ball movement.
Graham Dunphy, coach. 17 appearances in the NCAA tournament. 9 with Penn and 8 with Temple. A Big 5 Philadelphia basketball coaching legend. Murray spin cycle move. Way too strong off the glass. Cook kept it alive for Spears. 3 on the timer. Cuts it to the basket. Murray tried to put in one-handed before the buzzer.
It was really frenetic in that possession. They only had 2 passes before the first shot. There's got to be more ball movement. People have to touch the ball. And Cook did a good job tapping that ball out. But I don't think Hoyas realized they had 4 or 5 seconds on the shot clock, and they just threw it up.
You see Drame on Murray, trying to draw that 5th foul. Hassan Drame, too hot to handle from Gill. Steal, Heath, run out, and a layup missed on the move there from Riley. Hassan Drame, defensive glass. Here's the run out. Here's Gill. Big 3 on the way for LaSalle. Backhand miss. Spears up high for the rebound. Hassan Drame, the hustle. Wow. Riley's got it. Tremendous want-to at midcourt.
We didn't see Heath. Heath was right into the basket by himself. But I think it was a smart move not passing it by Riley because he wasn't really sure if anybody else was back there. So smart, bring it back out, and now get some good ball movement.
5 on the timer. Spears trying to get the scorebook today. Driving, can't hit, tipped up and in.
That's not good. I mean, it's really not good offense. Fortunate that they were able to get the stick back. But once again, there's not a lot of passing on the perimeter to get guys open.
Big follow. Murray, big block. Cook again. He's got 3 rejections. Jordan Riley runs. Can't finish on the righty shot. Brantley. Crossover.
I'd stay away from that big guy right there. Boy, that's a huge shot.
Sandrame's first 3 of the game.
Cut it to 10. 5 minutes.
Over yet.
Almost the 5-minute mark.
Not over yet, partner.
So it's a little tight here. The Hoyas have to get some half-court offense going. They can't just rely on transition offense in the one-on-one game.
Murray to take. Another finish through contact. Brantley handled the rebound. Lucini Drame. Trailing, laying up and in is Gill. What a pass from Brickus.
Georgetown has 2 timeouts left. Patrick Ewing looked at the assistant coaches and asked if it was 1 or 2. It might not be a bad time to take it.
Right on cue. Hoyas won for the last 10. LaSalle makes a move here, Steve.
Well, I tell you, LaSalle has slowly creeped back into the game. Good ball movement, open shots. They have cut it to 8 in the finals of the consolation here in Jamaica.
Schoolboy football fans, it's your time to win some prizes this season. Each week, we will select one fan goal. All you have to do is capture and record a goal from any non-televised match. Include the matchup, goal scorer, location of the match, and the time of the goal scored. And you could win some cool prizes. Submit your videos to digital media at sportsmax.tv, as well as any SportsMax social media page of choice that you're following. This is your chance to win.
Join the growing number of Scene subscribers and keep in touch with everything from the Caribbean, including the ISA Schoolboy football season, exclusive from Jamaica. Call your cable operator and ask for Scene TV via Optimum in the Northeast US market and Bell & Rogers in Canada, or come straight to the source at www.scene.tv and pay $4.99 a month. Be at home away from home. Subscribe today.
Watch La Liga on SportsMax.
It's savings season at Tools! So come shop till you drop for the very best in home decor. Best-selling restock items. And new arrivals at the lowest prices. Specials on windows, doors, sanitary ware, and much more. Ceramic and porcelain tiles with unique designs. Vincent on sale! Savings. So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road, or online at toolsja.com. Tools! The Lion King of Hardware.
Points, and he's been very efficient. Not only getting to the basket, but he's been setting other guys up. He had the first 9 points of the second half and helped get the Explorers back into it. Since then, his backcourt partner, Gil, has picked up the pace. Both of those guys are in double figures. Gil with 13, 6 of 10. Brickus 11, 4 of 7. And then Brantley has 10. He's 4 of 14. But it's look at that. That's what happens. And interesting. We'll see what Georgetown comes out with. But right now, I think they have to really focus on the team ball movement. Too much dribbling, the ball sticking too much. Patrick Ewing talked about that with us on Thursday. So far, they've already had more passes than they had the last 3 possessions.
Riley lost it. We've seen Drame lose change, and Brantley's on the move here for LaSalle.
LaSalle does not need a 3-point jump shot. They need to get the ball the easiest shot. If it's an open 3, great. If it's not, take the easiest shot.
Contact, skip pass. Cook nearly picked it. Drame regains, lays it in. That's Bassini.
Smart move by Drame. Pump fake 3 times before he got it into the basket. 6-point lead now.
Wow. I'll come back to LaSalle. Well, Patrick really told us this week, I learned a lot about my team. Playing 2 games in 3 days. Can you learn how to finish against a quality opponent? Here you go.
Realize Georgetown was up 35-10.
Drame steal. Fusini Drame, the hammer. And LaSalle keeps on trucking. It's down to a 4-point game.
This is unbelievable.
Murray playing really fast. The Cook.
And they were fortunate. That was another turnover waiting to happen, but that stems the tide a little bit. Now, the Hoyas have to play some good defense. They have struggled on the defensive end.
What a catch and lay-in from Brantley. Through contact. That's a strong young man. And a chance for a three-point play.
Georgetown fouls on number 0, Brandon Murray. That's his 5th.
He's out
Murray's
of here.
fouled out.
Well, look at this beautiful backdoor cut. And Brantley was inside the restricted area, and he didn't have square to shoulders. And now you have a little bit of issues. Brantley's frustrated. Riley's frustrated. You guys got to come together as a team.
What an effort from Khalil Brantley of LaSalle. The sophomore from the Bronx. Quite a finish.
But this one really unfortunate. Cook had that steal, and then you see Drambe with 3 pump fakes and a bad cross-court pass. An easy flush. You have to take care of the basketball. You know, points off turnovers. LaSalle has 12. 13
points for Brantley.
That's a
one-possession game. And Riley, who's a bit hot in the collar, gets the talking to from teammates. He's upset about the call on Murray, who's fouled out. So he and Mazzone each DQ'd with 5 fouls for Georgetown. We've seen Rum another big overplay almost caused. Turnover again. 18 to shoot for the Hoyas.
You can see the Explorers. They are ready to go. Georgetown, look at the body language. They're frustrated. They're confused a little bit about what happened. They were up 35-10 at one time. And now, they just have to forget about that. You've got to play the game right now. You've got to have energy and excitement. Look for Wahab. He's back in the game. Look inside to getting the bucket.
Primo Spears. Steal. The rotation fantastic there from Brickus.
He's been great the second half lineup.
Salle was ready. Fires the pass. Kusini Drame back for Brickus. Hits! We're all tied. Jameer Jake Brickus, the triple from deep. And how about it? 25-point lead at one point. First tie of the game beyond the tip-off. 62 apiece. What a comeback for LaSalle.
39-15 in the second half. Favor LaSalle. Big
touch and the finish. Good roll for Caduce. Wahab, he's got 21.
You can ride Wahab to victory here if you get him the ball. But you have to make good passes. And now Georgetown's in the zone. They've changed up. So if you're the Explorers, you got to look inside. Try to find the open seam. Good ball movement. Can't just hold it and dribble.
Great hands, Spears. Primo, the steal. Looks for the lay-in, got some contact. And ahead of the free throw line, the Hoyas' leading scorer, no points, 0 for 7 from the field today. As Brickus in transition picks up his third.
That was good anticipation in hands, a good deflection by Spear. And you know what? That's what you have to do. You have to find a way to manufacture points. Spears getting to the free throw line. That's one of the few mistakes Brickus has made. I've been impressed with how he has come out in the starting role. He didn't start on Friday, but started him and he's handled the pressure. He's been a leader out on the court, leading scorer for them.
First point of the game, as we talked about for Spears. He's only 4 for 24 from the field in the 2 games here in Jamaica. Sometimes that happens, right? Streaky. He's a great scorer. He can go into slumps. It's happened for him here. You talked about it, I thought, very astutely Friday, Wolfie, on the broadcast, and today how he's helping the other way.
And it's important, especially if you're leading the team. If you start going after your own, then you're going to affect the team. It's a cancer. He hasn't really done that. Good defense by the Hoyas.
Hassan Drame. Nice high-low play. Field the return pass, 6 on the timer. Kick out Fusini Drame. It's short. Big rebound. Push call. Pulled down by Wayne Bristol, back in the game for Georgetown.
I love Bristol going to get the rebound. That was great half-court defense because it was really good half-court offense by LaSalle. But they couldn't get the shot to go, and Bristol was able to go over there and grab that rebound. You see the movement here is good. Good dribble drive by Gill. It's a 4-point lead for Georgetown. Patrick Ewing's got to be happy with how they've rebounded recently.
And he's going to...
Back home. More in Kingston, a couple hours across the island from where we're here in Montego Bay. Hoping to leave his native Jamaica with a win. It's not going to be easy. LaSalle's made a furious comeback, Steve, in the second half.
Well, I think Patrick Ewing calling that timeout got his team settled down. They came back out. They played really strong defense. Still had some turnovers, but they played strong defense. They got the ball into Wahab. That's what you have to do to finish out this game. You know, it's one thing to have a team come back on you, but it's another thing. You can erase that by finishing out the end of the game with a win.
Big miss. Wayne Bristol off the Georgetown bench. Brantley kicks to the corner. Turn pass from Rickus.
Biggest problem at the end of game scenario is they try to get a three-point jump shot when all you need is a two. And now it's frustrating. Now you have to start going for the three and fouling. You know, the ideal thing would be to get the ball inside because Georgetown has struggled on the offensive end.
29.2 to go in regulation. Fourth foul on Brantley. And we saw Bristol miss the front end of the 1-1 a moment ago. Here comes Kudus Wahab on the other end. He's had a huge game offensively, 21 points, 8 of 14 shooting, and 6 rebounds. 5 for 6 from the line in this game, as Steve documented. Great game Friday from the free throw line for Kudus Wahab.
Well, and I think when you look at this game as a whole, this tournament as a whole, I should say, I think Patrick Ewing will talk to the guys about, hey, listen, you know, if we get the ball inside to the big fella, you know, we'll be able to share the sugar, as he said. You can't let the ball stick, and you can't forget who's bringing you to the dance. And that's going to be Wahab. Right now, he has been so efficient these 2 games.
Lead at 6. Brantley needs it for LaSalle, doesn't get it. Track down. Here's Gill. Tries a 3, partially blocked. Bristol a piece of it, and Georgetown the rebound. Free throw is coming up again here for Jay Heath. As the Hoyas try to put it away at the free throw line to move to 3-2. Wake and LMU next here on CBS Sports Network. The Montego Bay Division Championship game. Hard School Division. The Jersey Mike's Jamaica Classic back in Montego Bay after a COVID-induced break for a couple of years. So glad to return to beautiful Jamaica. Fran Dunphy and LaSalle head-to-head with Patrick Ewing and the Hoyas today.
With Sonic's 2 for 5.
(68-62) with 18.1 seconds to go. Free throw time. Next game is going to be Wake and the Lions we talked about. Wake Forest, Steve Forbes, the reigning ACC Coach of the Year, trying for their second straight 5-0 start. In 18, LMU came here, beat Georgetown, and won the Jamaica Classic Montego Bay Division. Cam Shelton, great leader, team captain, a lot of talent for Stan Johnson and Loyola. Should be a great game.
Well, it's interesting. You talk about these preseason tournaments. For Stan Johnson, he's got to be ecstatic because he's got 3 guys, the top players on his team, that aren't here. As you check into past winners. And so a lot of guys been able to get some playing time that probably wouldn't have gotten it if those 3 guys were here.
7-point game. Heath hits the free throw. Gill other end. Kick out for Brantley. LaSalle's got to have it. Way too strong. Hassan Drame in the corner. Under 10 seconds left. Over Wahab. And a foul called late.
It is so hard to get the ball up to the basket down in the paint against Wahab and a Cook. I mean, they need to keep utilizing that, but I thought that the Explorers did a good job in the second half of trying to get out quick in transition and make some more misses to get behind that defense. That's what you're going to have to do to beat a Georgetown team.
Campus game. Kusini Drame had a career high 22. It's a great run at St. Peter's with brother Hassan. Tip off. Bradley regains. Baseline can't hit. And there's the horn. And there is game number 1 of 4 from here in Montego Bay. Native of Jamaica and a legend, Georgetown, doing the win over Philly coaching legend Fran Dunphy by 7. LaSalle made the huge comeback, tied the game, but not quite enough against Georgetown.
I thought it was a good thing for Georgetown to be able to hold on for the win. LaSalle's going to have better days, but a good comeback in the second half, just a little bit too short.
Players moving 3 and 2. LaSalle drops to 2 and 3. Now for Steve Wolf, the entire crew. It's Dave Ryan saying so long. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. After the break, Sport Fishing Championship Rewind, Mississippi Gulf Coast Built Fish Classic, and then we're back here in Montego Bay at 2:30 Eastern Time for Game 2 of the CBS Sports Network doubleheader. We'll crown a champion. See you at the bottom of the hour.
It's savings season at Tools! So come shop till you drop for the very best in home decor. Best-selling restock items. And you